Hello and welcome to another bonus episode. Thank you so much for being part of the podcast Patreon. I hope you enjoy this. Today, Amanda and I are talking food. And when I say don't listen while you're hungry, I really mean don't listen to this while you're hungry. It is nothing but chatting about food. And there are recipes in the show notes. Do not miss the recipes because, well, I'm making them and I want to know how they turn out for you. Let's do this bonus episode. Again, get a snack. Don't listen while you're hungry. I would feel bad if you listened to this while you were hungry. So I have a picture that I saw in another Discord that I'm in that I feel like I need to share with you immediately.
Okay.
So the backstory here is this person has a favorite local pizza shop, and in April, they have a special item on the menu.
Okay.
And I'm going to share with you a picture of what's on the menu because
I'm ready.
You need to know about this. Okay. All right. Hold on to your butt. There we go. Excuse me. That is a half gallon of ranch from Antonio's Pizzeria. I think my two favorite pieces of this label are one, the ranch dressing Chug Jug, which are not words that I knew I needed together. So it's not only is it the ranch dressing Chug Jug, but if you look, there's an illustration of a person just pouring the ranch into their face from above. And then there's a little speech bubble and it says, it's vegan.
I love the asterisk. Please drink responsibly.
Isn't that great?
That's my favorite part.
Yes. So I wish for you a ranch dressing Chug Jug. Because that's just amazing. I love it so much. All right.
Yeah, the ranch that we got by like store-bought ranch or like the store brand ranch, and it's called Creamy Ranch. And anytime I use it, I like make Brian very uncomfortable. I'm like, it's time for the Creamy Ranch. He's like, stop it, please.
Creamy Ranch.
Nothing says Easter like a
Creamy
half
Ranch.
gallon of vegan Creamy Ranch.
All right, we have some listener questions. These are good questions.
Okay.
Let's start with Malaraa. What is your favorite Girl Scout cookie, and have you successfully acquired it this year? Malaraa says, I almost missed out on my tag-alongs, but my roommate's coworker came through with like a hero and found one box for me.
My favorite are Samoas, or depending where you are in the world, Caramel Delights.
That's right. They have two names.
Yeah, surprisingly, did not get Girl Scout cookies this year.
I did not either, and I live on a street with Girl Scouts, and they just didn't come back.
I had every opportunity. Like my subway stop, usually Girl Scouts will post up there, and work at MIT. Someone was like, "Hey, you want Girl Scout cookies? Feel free to order through me because my daughter's in the Girl Scouts." But I had a lot going on at the beginning of the year, so it just kind of fell by the wayside. So sadly, did not get cookies this year. But, I think we've talked about this before. One of my very favorite cookies that they do not make anymore, it's a retired flavor, is the Savannah Smiles. They're the powdered lemon shortbread cookies.
Yeah, those are out. Those are no longer made, are they?
No, and you can only get them like south of the Mason-Dixon line. So Sarah would mail me some. My mom would mail me some.
Oh, yeah.
But now you can't even get them anymore because they don't even make them, which makes me sad. But in terms of like a cookie, like all-time favorite, I think it's Samoa's. I've said this before and I will say it again with my whole chest. Thin Mints are overrated. Yeah.
Thin Mints are my favorite because in the economy of buying a Girl Scout cookie, that is the one type of cookie where I know I'm going to be getting a solid number of cookies per box, as opposed to the Samoas and the Tagalongs, which are nestled in very separate quarters and 3 inches. Like there's fewer cookies per box because they're nestled in these little spacers. And every year I feel like the spacers get bigger.
Yeah.
And the cookies are already they're like $9 a box, right?
I don't think they're that bad yet.
No, maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember numbers. How much are Girl Scout cookies?
Probably like 5 to 6 is my guess.
Yes. I beg your pardon. Girl Scout cookies are 5 and the Toffee-tastic and Girl Scout s'mores are 6. I was remembering the 6, but I was just
I remember when they were like
wrong.
$3 a box,
Oh,
and I was
hell yeah.
selling them outside of the Bass Pro Shop in South
Ooh,
Florida.
Good thinking of a place to buy. That's like almost as good as setting up outside the dispensary.
We had a lock-in at like the Bass Pro Shop for like a Girl Scout day.
Okay, hang on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You had a lock-in at the Bass Pro Shop as a Girl
because there's like
Scout
an attached fishing museum, I think, to the Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, I still don't understand, but okay. I mean,
yeah.
Why not just do the lock-in at like Target or the mall?
I don't know.
Bass Pro
Shop. Oh yeah, the International Game Fish Association Museum is next door to the Bass Pro Shop. So we did a lock-in at the International Game Fish Association Museum in Dania Beach when I was a Girl Scout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Wow. My favorite Girl Scout cookie, just because of the economy of scale, is the Thin Mint. But I will say that we got Thin Mints last year, and they were not minty. They tasted like a big nothing biscuit. Like it wasn't even chocolatey. I think we got a faulty batch. There was no mint. I still have them, and I'm like, are these minty yet? No, they are not.
I am very opinionated about my chocolate mint combo. I don't usually love them, and I don't usually gravitate towards.
So like an Andy's dinner mint is not your thing.
I do like an Andy's dinner mint.
Is that because it's like that's like a 60-40 chocolate mint, right?
Yeah. I also like a York peppermint patty.
That's much more mint than chocolate.
But I don't like a mint chocolate chip ice cream, with the exception of the Ben & Jerry's vegan mint chocolate chip, which is made with sunflower oil. Very creamy and delicious.
Really?
But in terms of like dessert combos, like I love a Reese's, but I don't want a chocolate peanut butter cheesecake because that's too much.
That is a bit much.
So, I feel like it's touch and go with the chocolate and mint for me. And I have to be in the right space for it.
Yeah. I noticed recently that Aldi's had knockoff Girl Scout cookie flavors.
Yeah, I think
there was definitely a knockoff Thin Mint, definitely a knockoff Tagalong.
Keebler does it too.
And and definitely a knockoff Samoa at Aldi's from the Aldi's brand, but I did not have a chance to try them. Because I feel like part of the thrill of the Girl Scout cookie is knowing that it's a limited time only. That it is
you got
a
that
season.
FOMO.
Like it's a season. It's like when the Shenyang dancing comes to your city. It's just it's
or
Shenyang
Cadbury
season.
eggs.
Cadbury egg seasons, which leads me to my corollary question: is there a particular Easter candy that you dig? Because I learned this year
Cadbury
that
egg
Butterfinger eggs have been discontinued, which is I like Butterfinger.
I've never been a big Butterfinger person.
What, you respect your teeth too much?
Yeah, it gets in my teeth.
Yeah, you respect your teeth.
But the Cadbury egg is one of my top tier seasonal candies. I tweeted about this, where Easter candy is the superior holiday candy, because in my opinion, it's the holiday that has the most unique candy that you can usually only get one time a year. Peeps,
that's a really good
Cadbury
point.
eggs.
Cadbury eggs, Cadbury cream eggs.
Cadbury cream eggs, Peeps. Like jelly beans you could probably get all year round, but like
Easter jelly beans and
Easter jelly beans.
and Reese's peanut butter eggs are superior to Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes, and then the little chocolate like Robin's eggs, like the malted milk eggs. But like with like Christmas or Valentine's Day, it's just your typical everyday candy repackaged with different colors.
Yeah.
And so I feel
is it that called Valentine's Day Pink Halloween?
Yeah.
Pink Halloween. Yeah.
So Easter is like, I feel like the superior candy season because we get more like limited original candies and sweets that you don't necessarily get.
Much like the Girl Scout cookie, it's only available when it's available. McDonald's tries to drum up this same thrill for the McRib, but I don't feel about the McRib the way I feel about Reese's peanut butter eggs.
No, but I need McDonald's to bring back the snack wraps, please. That's what I need them to do.
I miss those. They were like $1 and they were good.
Yeah, little fried chicken strip in a tortilla with like
A little bit of lettuce,
cheese, and sauce.
A little bit of mayo. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Wow. That's what they need to do. I could not give two shits about the McRib or a Shamrock Shake or any of that. Give me the snack wrap.
One of the upsides and downsides to having one child who can drive is that whenever the two teenagers get a hankering for fast food, they just go and get it. And a Shamrock Shake was acquired recently, and the loud proclamations of disgust that followed were really impressive.
Had they never had one before?
No. Like, oh, this is awful. Dad, taste this. And he's like, no, I have done this.
Been there.
I have gone down this road and I will not go down it again. Mom, taste this. Absolutely not. Shamrock Shakes are not good. Ugh.
No.
So what birthday foods are you enjoying this week? Since it is well, actually, when this releases, it will be your birthday. So happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I think some of it's a secret. So Brian is going grocery shopping this afternoon, Monday, and I'm not allowed to go with them.
Oh.
So, yeah, I did make one request on my birthday, and I am craving homemade spaghetti and meatballs. I haven't had a good meatball. And Brian has never made meatballs from scratch, so I appreciate them undertaking this job. They sweetly asked, they were like, can I do chicken meatballs? I'm like, absolutely not. I am not having a chicken meatball in my marinara sauce. Sorry. I want a red meat.
Does Brian need a recipe? I have an outstanding recipe for Little Italy style meatballs, the kind that are like orange sized.
I think Brian got one from a friend on recommendation from a friend. So they are set for a recipe.
Okay. This is a very important, the pursuit of meatball is a very important pursuit. You want to make sure chicken is not going to get it done.
No. But Brian is a very good cook. They haven't made me anything that I haven't enjoyed. So I'm not worried, but this is a new recipe for them. Yeah, and I requested a cake. What will happen with that? I don't know. I am a cake person. That is my favorite dessert. I love frosting, and cake is just a fluffy vehicle for frosting.
Cake is absolutely a vehicle for frosting.
Yeah, and I think that's all I know for like treats. I know Saturday we're having a bigger birthday thing. We're gonna go to this cool Lego exhibit.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then kind of do some shopping. I know there's like a Lush store near where the Lego exhibit is, and then like an anime store. So we might pop in there, and then dinner reservations.
Where do you have reservations? Do you know, or is that also a surprise?
I know it's a bar called Lolita, and I've been there before, and it's kind of like Mexican-y food. They have really good cocktails. It's a pretty cool place. I've only been there once and I've liked it, but it's like right in the area. So it's like a downtown shopping area that we're going to be in. You're
going to celebrate all week with good food.
Yeah. And then I did, even though I'm not allowed to go grocery shopping, I did add some stuff for myself. I requested either a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Fruity Pebbles. So
it's very funny that you mentioned that. Because in a Discord that I am in, people were talking about their friends having a 420 party and
hell yeah,
bringing things. And one person is making Cinnamon Toast Crunch Rice Krispie treats, which I have tried.
So good.
I have tried. Before. They are extremely sweet. Like they are,
yes,
because Rice Krispies don't have a lot of sweet built in. But
it's the marshmallow.
The marshmallow brings all the sweetness. And when you add Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it is incredibly sweet. Somebody else is making Rice Krispie Applejack Rice Krispie treats.
I've had those.
Oh, tell me, is it good? Because, okay, first of all, somebody said Applejacks, and I just had a full body nostalgia of like what they smell and taste like. I love Applejacks.
I went to a party hosted by one of my friends, and she had made those,
Oh,
and we could not get enough of them. And she gave me the recipe, and I made them like at the apartment, probably not recent-ishly, but they were so good. You put like bits of dried apple in it too.
oh.
And if you can, it's recommended you use the caramel apple caramels from Trader Joe's if you could get them as like the binder of
Oh, so
like
instead of
caramel and
marshmallow,
marshmallow.
you
I
melt
think
the
that
caramel apples.
you still use marshmallow. So it's
Oh,
marshmallow and caramel with like applejack and dried apples. They were so good.
will you send me the recipe so I can try to put it in the show notes
Yeah.
if you have it?
Yes.
I already wrote
100%.
the episode copy for this bonus episode, and it basically says, "Do not listen while hungry," because Amanda and I are talking about food. And I mean, I'm about ready to go downstairs and make those. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I can easily find it. It's either in my text or Facebook messages. Easy.
Isn't it funny when someone mentions like a cereal or a food from your childhood and you're just like, "Oh, I forgot how that tastes, but I can remember it perfectly."
Brian and I were talking about like, I feel like growing up, families have very specific like snacks or meals that they would always go to. Of like, what do I remember eating a lot of as a kid? Or like the way we treat certain foods. Like people were hating on Domino's at work the other day.
Oh.
And I'm like, for me, I mean, like, yeah, you live in Boston. There's way better pizza options than Domino's. But growing up, Domino's was always a treat in my household because we lived in the middle of nowhere and we really had to go out of our way to get Domino's pizza. We couldn't even get it delivered because we lived so far out. But it's like weird the kind of foods and what they mean. Like McDonald's was always a treat. We weren't water people. But like Brian will chug like glasses of water, which is good. Stay hydrated. But I did not grow up in a household that drank water.
Oh.
We had juice or we didn't really have soda. Soda was like my mom's thing. Don't touch the cans of Coke in the fridge. But like,
weird.
We didn't drink tap water. Like we had like
Did you have
juice
well
or
water?
milk. We did. Yeah, and so like well water, totally, off track of the topic of treats, but like because it was well water, we didn't have like the added fluoride and chemicals that come from city water.
Yeah.
So like my teeth are weaker than like other people's teeth because we didn't get like the added
fluoride
stuff
in the water
from that water.
Yeah. I drink nothing but water. And well, I drink coffee and water, and then I drink wine or cocktails.
To get me to drink water, it's got to be like a flavored seltzer. I will crush those spicy waters.
Spicy waters.
The spicy waters.
Have you thought about getting a soda stream and making your own flavors?
I have a soda stream.
Oh, how do you like it? Is it good?
I like it, but it requires forethought.
Oh, you have to think in it. You can't just like roll up and make something. You have to prep.
Yeah. Because it won't be like super cold if you're using tap water. Yeah, you have to have some forethought of like, one of my friends has one and she keeps the bottles filled in the fridge. So there's always a cold bottle ready to be carbonated.
Oh, that's very smart.
In a moment. But I'm not that kind of thinker. I'm the kind of person who's like, shit, where are the bottles? And it's like, oh, they're in the sink. Like, yeah. Fuck. Like, what am I gonna do? And we've also been on like the probiotic soda kick.
It's called
Poppy.
Pop. Okay, that's
Poppy.
one letter away from poopy.
Oh, sorry. It's prebiotic, not probiotic.
Prebiotic. Okay.
For a healthy gut. They have a flavor called rose and raspberry. It is so good.
Why do you need soda to help you poo? I don't understand. Oh,
I'm not a regular person. I'm not super regular.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah, but Brian loves a bougie soda. So anytime we go to the store and we get, like seltzer water, whatever, we always get like a weird little bougie fancy soda.
Bougie soda.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Usually like sometimes like mixers or just to drink or whatever, but like they'll come home with like elderflower soda. I'm like, what is this?
Like
they
grapefruit, but they call it pamplemousse.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Very special.
But yeah, so I'm anticipating cake for my birthday.
Do you have a particular favorite
pasta.
cake flavor? Do you have a particular favorite cake combo?
I'm boring gal, and I just love a yellow cake with vanilla buttercream. Don't give me fondant.
What about chocolate buttercream?
I like sweet on sweet. That is what I like.
Fair.
Which I know, but we've discussed red velvet. Everybody knows my feelings on red velvet.
Yes, you love it. It is your fave. It is absolutely your number one. It is your ride or die. Amanda, ride or die for red velvet. Yep, absolutely.
Wrong. So wrong. And just like people love red velvet because it comes with cream cheese frosting, and cream cheese frosting is delicious. No one says you have to eat red velvet to have cream cheese frosting. Slap that on something else. Slap that on a devil's food cake. You'll be, thank me later. Like, you're welcome for that combo. Just do it. But yeah, like I'm not a big, don't get me wrong, I will eat any cake put in front of me. I'm not that much of a stickler. Yeah. But if I had to choose, I love just like a golden yellow cake with very sweet, delicious buttercream.
Oh.
That's all I care about. And lots of it. More is more when it comes to frosting.
Yes, absolutely it is.
Yeah. I like a funfetti too. I'll do a funfetti cake.
One of my favorite cakes that I have ever made is a devil's food cake with mocha buttercream.
That sounds delicious.
It is so good. It is so very good. In fact, I'm going to add a link to a copy of the recipe to the show notes. These show notes, there's going to be so many links to recipes. It's going to be wonderful.
And if any of you make these recipes, would love to hear about it.
Yes, please tell us. Please
email us, whatever.
Please tell us your favorite dessert recipes, especially if you have a favorite cake recipe and it involves funfetti or red velvet.
Not red velvet. Don't send that to me. I'll take that as a personal attack.
I'm gonna like make something, but make it out of red velvet fabric and just send it to you just to fuck with you.
God. Ugh.
Hope you have an outstanding birthday.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like my birthday's tomorrow. It doesn't feel like it at all. But I know I'll be inundated with phone calls and texts, which is always nice.
You can check your Facebook page, watch it go boom.
I know. There's this one guy I went to high school with. He literally copies and pastes the same birthday message every year to everybody he's wishing happy birthday to.
Do you think he has it saved as a shortcut on his phone or something? Like 100%.
He taps 100%. Wow. 100% it's saved somewhere and he just boop, boop, copy paste.
I mean, it is an effort.
Yeah.
It is doing a thing, I guess.
Sure. I feel like because he does it every year and says the same thing every year, he has to do it until he dies.
Yeah,
if he doesn't, I'll know.
He started the streak. He can't break it.
He can't.
Nope. Nope. Someday in the future, he'll be in like an assisted care facility, and someone will come in and be like, what is he trying to do? He's trying to copy and paste. He's trying to copy and paste.
It's happy birthday. Go get wasted with like a gazillion like D's and E's. Like wasted is like 80 characters long every year. And then it's like, I think one year I'm like, Danny, I am 32 years old. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
No beer emoji. Like my favorite thing to do.
Not even an emoji.
My favorite thing to do when sending someone a birthday message is picking out the emoji, because there are so many fun celebration emoji and you don't want to use all of them. You don't need a wall of them. You need to be selective.
There's one emoji that I love. It's the person emoji going like this. I don't know what this.
Oh, just with the one side flipping their hand up like they're they're a waiter holding a tray, but there's no tray.
I don't know what it's for, but I love it.
I think it's supposed to be like, like showing you something? I don't know.
There's a site called Emojimix.
Really?
Yes, where it doesn't have all of the emojis, but you can fuse two emojis together. And you can usually create some pretty horrifying combinations.
Ooh.
But it doesn't have all of the emojis. But it's fun to play around with and try to like really tailor the emoji. Like this is the one I had when I first, but it's the hot dog mixed with the hot face.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so you can make some good ones, some really tragic ones for sure.
I will be putting that in the show notes. I wonder if I can make that the icon for the episode.
Maybe you can save the image.
I bet I could. I have to figure that out.
Yeah, it works on your phone, and you can just like copy the emoji you make and like paste it into the text chat, and it works. No, you don't need to download an app or anything.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yay! Another trip around the sun. Well done.
Thank you.